Hey guys, Jason here, Sam Cole Workshop. Today we're going to talk about why I canceled the order for my Colorado ZR2, my 2023 Colorado ZR2 that was coming. There was only 1.5 reasons that I canceled that order. That truck was going to be fantastic. I had high hopes for it. I was really excited. There is 1.5 reasons we canceled it. Let's dive into it. Anyway, so why did we cancel the ZR2 order? Okay, what was it? Well, it's a real simple thing. It's 1.5 reasons, okay? This is our one reason. This is our half reason right there. Not because of these. So we're going to dive into this and break it down, mainly because I want you guys to understand this. But, so I ended up buying a Colorado, or canceling a ZR2 Colorado order because I found a Gladiator, a Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. I saw that they were having some pretty good deals on them. You know, they were doing like $5 grand, $4 grand, $3 grand incentives kind of thing. I thought, see what I could do. I found a bunch of them I liked. I saved them all. It took me till like 4 o'clock in the morning. I figured this out at like 10 p.m. I saw an ad pop up for the Gladiator Rubicon, Gladiators in general. I liked that truck a lot. And I thought, well, let's take a look at them and see what we can do. And so I started looking. I'm like, maybe this, maybe this. And next thing you know, by 4 a.m., I had a whole bunch of them set aside, screenshot. I had all the information in a list made. 9 a.m., dealerships open. I went to bed at 4 a.m., woke up at 8 o'clock, got in the shower, got ready. 9 a.m., as soon as dealers open, boom, I was on the phone, started making calls. Long story short, I got my brand new Rubicon for $10K off. Okay, so I got a Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. I'm showing you pictures of it here, but I got that thing for $10,000, $10K off MSRP. And keep in mind, Jeep Gladiators and Wranglers have the highest resale value there is, okay? So, if you follow my other stuff, buy low, sell high. It had 10 grand off of MSRP. 10,000, I got it for, it didn't have 10 grand off. It was only like 5,200 or something off, but I knocked it down and worked dealers, and I ended up getting it for $10,000 off MSRP for a Rubicon automatic, and it has high resale value. So even though they got some deals on them right now, it's because the 2024s are about to launch. They got an oversupply of them. That's a good thing. They're putting some deals out on them, and I was able to take advantage of it, so I bought it. So that's the number one reason that I canceled the ZR2 order. The price is not the ZR2 price. This is not for that. It is for this. Okay, the deal that I got here, that price factor there. I found a better deal. Now, the ZR2 was a good deal, and it was I was excited for it, and I did really well. But it wasn't quite this level of a deal. And so the more I weighed the options, I'm like, the Gladiator does every single thing I need it to. It's got all the capabilities, everything we talked about, the ZR2, the front lockers, the rear lockers, the clearances, it's actually more off-road capable than the ZR2 is. Probably not as comfortable and plush on the road as the ZR2 is, but I thought for the price, this makes a very smart decision for me because I can buy this vehicle, I can drive it for 1.5 years, maybe even 2 years, and then I can turn around and I can sell it for probably what I paid for it or very close to. That's what I do. So that is the main reason. Now the half issue. The half issue is it wasn't a hard decision because the Gladiator has been out now for 5 years. They had some troubles in the beginning. The motors had some troubles in the beginning. Everything in the beginning always has issues. You've heard me say it before. There's always some kind of little issues in the beginning of everything that happens. Every new vehicle that comes out. Because the Gladiator has been out for a while, every bug, kink, and issue has been worked out. Or even if Stellantis or Jeep has not solved it, the community of people have figured workarounds for it and how to fix it, and there's YouTube videos on everything out there, so it's just all that information is available for you, so it's a very easy to own and easy to work on and maintain vehicle. So for me, that was a great thing. The little half, the half reason was because of that. First year issues. Now the Colorado is an incredible truck, but it is also first year, so it has a couple little quirks and bugs and nothing that even scares me away remotely. But I figured, you know what, I can get this smoking deal on this. It's going to make me money, or not let me lose any money at the very least. Honestly, I'm not lying. I got a feeling I'll make money off of this. I think I will make money on this deal when I sell it. So I got it for 10 grand off, which means I got a automatic Gladiator, Jeep Rubicon Gladiator in an auto cloth seats. I don't like leather. You guys know that. I can't stand leather. But you know, my out the door price on this thing was $51,000. You know, I mean that's pretty hard to beat that on this vehicle with a $61,000 MSRP. So. Can't beat that at all. So I got a feeling I'll actually be able to make money on this one when I get rid of it. So it was a win-win for me. But this here is the other thing, like I said, it lets me give that Colorado another 18 months to work the bugs out of it. And I will then probably in 18 months buy the ZR2 again. Okay, so let's talk about the reasons none of this came into play. None of these were a decision breaker for me. Yeah, if you read the comments on a lot of these things, actually, let's take that back one step. I've been doing YouTube now. Okay, this channel is only a year old, so this one's pretty new that you're watching, but I have my other channel I've been doing for 13 years. And I talk about vehicles quite a bit on there too, and I did. And anytime I bought a new vehicle, there was always these people that jumped out of the woodwork and tell me how stupid I am and how unreliable and how it's never going to work. And most of the time, those are people that drive like a 1996 still with 300,000 miles on it, 2 motors, and they live in their mom's basement. Okay, that's the whole Ford versus Chevy found on road dead. Chevy built this and blah, blah, blah. You know, the stupid stuff about that. But every time I buy a vehicle, doesn't matter what it is, there's a million people that chime in. And even at Toyota, when I bought my Toyota, people jumping in, I can't believe you're buying a Toyota. You're selling out. You're no longer buying American. It's going to not work good for you. Oh, it's so ancient in design. It doesn't matter what it is. When I buy my Fords, when I buy the Chevys, when I bought the Jeeps, when I bought the Wranglers, when I bought the Grand Cherokees, when I bought the Ram 2500 Cummins. God, especially that one. People gave me so much crap for buying a Ram 2500 Cummins diesel. It was the best truck I've ever owned. Hands down, best truck I ever owned. With my wife, it was my wife's actually. We bought it to use it to tow our camper, and then my wife used it as a daily driver. We lived in the country, northern Michigan at the time. She loved it. It was her favorite truck too. She drove it for 3 years, put 80,000 miles on it, traveled the country with it a bunch of times, and I sold it for $4 grand more than I paid for it brand new. Okay, that truck was the best truck in history. If you were to go back and watch the videos I put out on that, hundreds of comments of people saying that it was the dumbest decision of my life. Okay, so for all of you that want to chime in and say that I'm stupid for buying a Jeep product, or that I was stupid for buying a Chevy product, or that I was stupid for any of this kind of stuff, mind your own business. You have no clue. And who gives you the right to chime in on anybody's video or picture and say they made a mistake or they didn't do something right or rip on them? Where were you raised? What kind of person are you? I don't get it. I don't understand it. But that's the world we live in. That's how people are today. But for all practical purposes for us, in my opinion, that ZR2 is a killer truck. That thing is spot on. I would have took that order in a heartbeat had I not found this deal. I love the ZR2. The motor in that ZR2 is incredible. It has got a lot of power, a lot of torque, no stupid hybrid needed to make it happen. This thing is proven reliable already over 5 years. The bugs have been worked out. The kinks have been worked out. It is holding its own, especially in the world today. Okay, the world today, everything is disposable, built bad. So many third-party parts coming in from different places to put them together. So many suppliers screwing things up. It's a matter anything even works anymore today. And Toyota is no different. For you Toyota fanboys, keep that in mind. That's the world Toyota's in now too. You don't believe me? Research it. Look it up. But the motor in this Colorado ZR2, phenomenal. Can't take anything away from it. Straight up phenomenal. I would trust it over any other mid-size motor out there today. And I would even put it up. Now, I like the Pentastar 3.6 that's in this Gladiator because it's been out for so many years. Okay, it's been out for 12 years, and it's had the bugs worked out through the JKs and all this stuff, and it's been proven. So it's there, and it's got all that stuff working. This motor from Chevy, I think, is going to be a rock-solid motor. People are, you know, I did not do it because it's a Chevy, and the people that chime in and tell me how Chevy's the worst thing in the world, get over yourself. You have no idea. Like I said, most of these people have owned like 3 cars, and they've been used, and that's all they've owned their entire freaking life. Okay, when you start buying cars on a regular basis and you start doing this stuff and you do what I'm doing and you see this stuff every day and you've owned 29 new vehicles and you've researched every single one of them and you spend your whole business here in YouTube is researching vehicles and knowing what's going on and seeing what people have and being part of every single forum, you can get over this whole Chevy sucks thing. Because I'll tell you what, Chevy, especially in 2022 and on as they've been going, they're killing it. Okay, they're killing it. Their quality is top notch. Everything about what they're doing is phenomenal. So if you think that Chevys from 15 years ago are what you're getting today, you're sadly mistaken. Just like if you think a 2024 Toyota that you get that's coming out, or a 2022 Tundra, if you think that's the quality of a Toyota from 10 years ago, you are sadly mistaken. If you think the quality of Ford today is the quality of Ford 5 years ago, you are sadly mistaken. Point being, they are all on the same page. They all suck. Okay, they all straight up suck. They're all bad. Chevy is no different, but Chevy is coming up where the other ones are going down. Chevy and Ram are going, Chevy and Stellantis are working their way up and all this stuff. The other ones are working their way down. Level playing field. Ford, like I said, Ford's got the worst fit and finish, worst quality, worst control, worst everything. Ford is in a miserable place right now. Don't believe me? Research it. Don't just tell me what your grandpa's friends, uncles, cousins, sisters, third brother told you. Okay, seriously, it's out there. I don't mean to get too off on tangents, but I get so fed up with that. I really do get so fed up with that crap. The turbo, that doesn't bother me even a little bit anyway. All mid-size trucks are coming with turbos now, with the exception of the Gladiator and the Frontier. Everything else, mid-size turbos. So it is what it is. And but by me doing this right now and getting that deal, it does give me 1 more year and a half for this turbo, just to get some more numbers behind it and prove it. Not a bad thing, but it was not a decision breaker at all. I'd have took this in a heartbeat, and I'd take this 1,000 times over before I take the Toyota one because of that stupid mandatory hybrid that they're having in a TRD Pro and a TRD Trail Hunter. I don't want a hybrid in my truck. I'm sorry, no offense, and if you do, nothing wrong with that. I do not. Cost factor. This thing is a steal. This thing right here, and the Colorado in general, okay, that Colorado is a steal. The price of that thing is phenomenal for what you get. You get so much truck for the money. So it is not price or cost. I would have bought that in a heartbeat had I not just played the financial aspect, knowing that, again, in 18 months from now, maybe 2 years max, I'm gonna buy one anyway. Okay, so it makes no difference there. It's just a little delay put off for an opportunity that's going to make me more money. That's all it is. Okay, but the cost of that, not a problem. Reliability, again, we just went over all this stuff. Chevy reliability is going to be... Just go to look at J.D. Power. Okay, a company that their whole entire goal is to research this and listen to customers and dive into all this stuff. Go look at them. Go look at RepairPal.com. Go look at Consumer Reports. Go look at something other than your sister's brother's neighbor's got a 2004 Silverado and it gave them a problem once. Okay? Dive in and do your homework and you will see that Chevy is in the top 3. What's the top 3? What's the difference between that? The difference between Chevy and Toyota as far as quality and reliability is 1 point. 85 to 84 out of 100. That's the difference. Where Ford, woohoo, way down there lower. Okay? Think about that. So Chevy's phenomenal. I'm not worried. Reliability, phenomenal. I have no concerns or issues here whatsoever. And you hear people talking on oh my God, well this is, their infotainment centers are going out. I don't care. I don't care if it goes out because that's under warranty and I can still drive my truck. If the infotainment goes out, I don't lose nothing. I still have full mobility in my vehicle. I still have full use of it. I have everything. And then I call up the dealer and say, hey, my infotainment center's out. And they say, bring it in. And I bring it in and they fix it and they hand it back to me. I say, thank you very much. And I go on about my day. Okay, it's not a big deal even remotely to me that something like that is happening. Okay, these are first year small issues, little hiccups. I don't care. They're not a big deal. So reliability, in my opinion, that ZR2 nails it. It's got it straight up all day. Quality, if you haven't been in one, the quality of the new Colorados, off the charts for the money. Straight up off the charts for the money. Phenomenal. Ford, on the other hand, not so much. And the only reason I'm saying this is because a lot of you guys, like I said, you feel free to chime in on this thing and rip on it and talk about how Chevy this and that. Go to Ford and take a look around on a lot. Get underneath of them. Look at them. One's got a white bump stop, one's got a yellow bump stop on the same vehicle on 2 different sides. Bumper clearances are off by bigger than this marker is on here. Hoods are off by that far. Can't get things to work. They pop out and somebody buys them and they got to turn around and bring them back for transmission issues. You got Broncos dropping valves everywhere and they can't get them for parts for them. You got on and on. The list goes on and on. Quality of Chevy is right there with everybody else and doing very, very solid. Okay? Capability... There's nothing more capable out there in a mid-sized department. Not even the Ranger Raptor because it's not out yet. But when it comes out, it's going to just be on par. It's not going to be better. Okay, a Toyota TRD or Trailhunter has no chance of competing against a ZR2, not even remotely. Frontier, no chance. The only thing that can beat this ZR2 is a Gladiator, Rubicon, which I just bought, so I'm kind of excited about that. But this thing is unstoppable. It is unstoppable. It is phenomenal. It is incredible. I canceled the order only for these two reasons because of the opportunity I found there. This will still be my next truck. It's just going to be 18 months to a year from now, unless something drastic happens. But otherwise, I will still be ordering one of these. And now what's nice about that, too, is by then, maybe there'll be a few more about and I can get a better deal than what I did. The deal I was getting on it was not bad, especially for a first year just coming out. It wasn't bad, but it was not 10 grand off MSRP. Maybe 18 months to 2 years from now, I can get closer to this kind of a number on this vehicle, and it makes it more valuable to me. So win-win all the way around on that for my aspect, but don't think for a second that this order cancel is because there was anything wrong with that or Chevy. Not even a little bit. Straight up love it. If you have one of these coming, or you have a Colorado right now of any trim level, Trail Boss, Z71, you got a fantastic truck, and it is the sexiest truck out there, no doubt about it, hands down, and you did really well. So, but that just kind of gives you the reason why I canceled my order personally. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with more for you soon.